Alright, I'm going to comment on a few comments. Okay, in the blame video, I don't know how to pronounce this. That's hyperciation. Is that my cat? No. Neighbor cat. Which is appropriate because it's the neighbor's yard. Okay. Is there something to ESP? I have just been involved in a similar episode you exemplify here. Um, I was thinking, that's really, I'm sick. I'm sick today. I'm not going to go into work, but I think I have energy. I'm standing up because I want to drain my head, but it's sort of tiring. So that's my thing. My face is all droopy, and it's still fairly early morning. Well, it's not that early now. It's almost 9. I have to get up early and send the kids off and stuff. But anyway, so maybe that's why. But I was thinking the issue here is interesting because all I thought, very simple answer to this, is there's something to ESP. Is that this is not an issue of ESP, but maybe it is because I don't really know, the whole story. But I assume from what it sounds like that hyper you're talking about synchronicity. I said something that happened somewhere else. We all experience. No, I don't know what we all experience. I don't know where was I going with that. Uh, but I experience synchronicity in my life. The feeling of not actual synchronicity, and I don't know that it's anything more than a feeling. As far as I know, it is just a chemical feeling. It's triggered like any other feeling, right? What does it correspond to? I have no reason to believe that what it corresponds to is what it feels like, because most of our feelings that we figured out so far don't do that. They're all every feeling's like a mind trick, where the biological evolution slash DNA, best interest of the DNA, has created some sort of a trick in your head to make you think something is just metaphysically true and valid into some sort of weird absolute sense that doesn't exist in the real world. It's a big question well, do we have to feel, we feel that way. Can we overcome that? Well, I think we can overcome that. We can figure out what our feelings really mean, you know? And, we feel manipulated and everything, but, it's not like it's, you know, that bad of a manipulation in the sense that it's all stuff to trick you into staying alive, sometimes even with weird kinds of counterintuitive biological strategies that we want to overcome because we live in this very young, civil culture, just a couple thousand years old of this kind of society. We'd like to get that to work. But, anyway, so this is a thing of synchronicity. Now, it's a really great feeling when it happens, and unless it's like where it was the Rube Goldberg kind of machine of death in that movie. What was that movie? Final Destination or something. That's like synchronicity. If you just see something like that happening. But in my experience, it's not usually something terrible. Um, I don't know why I'm saying that either. I can, as I say that, I can think of various shades of. It comes in all flavors, but I guess the bulk of that feeling I associated with positive, like. Things are just moving together. Sometimes you're in a backdrop and the clouds are moving just a certain way, and the wind is blowing the other way here, and whatever, however it adds up, just everything feels like it's moving together, or a crowd can seem synchronized, and you can happen to notice a red toy car, and then you see that car in there. I don't know, just like someone has a plate, and it's like a plate of fish, And then, or they say, hey, my car got repoed, and later that day you watch Repo Man. And you go, oh, that's odd. And I mean, then because later you meet a guy named John Repo. And, and it's like, from my point of view, the brain is just well, it is built to have this kind of, this pattern matching. Okay. I always forget that term, and then, because, McCool reminds me, um, where you see patterns that aren't necessarily there. But that's the thing, the patterns are always there because they're always in your mind, but they're in the data. But the mind is the data that we are watching from. Anyway, that was one. How long do I have? Because I've got more comments. Okay. This is like one of those long ones. Okay, and then a user, Fibira, also commented in another video. Very interesting, the other comment. But in this one, no, I'm going to run out of time. I won't notice 4 minutes. Okay. Um, okay. You use words to, I don't know how I should best summarize this, but basically, I say that words are just words, Okay, here's what the comment today. There's the one from before, but they're both, as far as I can tell, the only thing that makes what you are saying true is that you are saying it using words. I think what you have said here undervalues the power of rhetoric, declaration, words, language. Okay. So I don't know how many of my videos you've seen, but I value language quite a bit. But to me, it's just a tool. What I'm rejecting in this landmark thing is a romantic in loveness with the idea that words create reality. That you are sprinkling dream world dust into the subconscious fabric of space, time conscious continuum, or whatever. And you know that if you could just, I was once told, if I could just visualize a rose realistically, it would manifest. And I came to believe that only in the following sense, that if I really, really picture a rose in my head, just like to an artist's detail, sound is in there, then I'll probably go buy a rose. You know what I mean? That will develop in me a desire for a rose, and that's how it will manifest. You see, that's how that works. Okay, now it feels, we have lots of reasons biologically, because like I said, these feelings, like to fool us. So I'm giving us a feeling of synchronicity, an emotion called the feeling that things are being synchronous. Okay, and I know that you can trigger this falsely. I've seen it triggered falsely. Like you can do, I would love to do tests like this, but I've seen people think they're running a video game when really it's in demo mode, because the threats come from a particular thing, so they move their joystick up. And as long as the ship doesn't crash, they can really fool themselves, even an adult. So we get these feelings of synchronicity in order to inspire us to look for patterns, or I don't know. But there is kind of a funny thing with quantum mechanics on that. I'm running out of time.